Hey, what's going on guys, Fred Tech Up here. This is the Infinix S5 Pro and it is a phone with the world's first 40 megapixels pop-up selfie camera. In today's video, I'm going to review it and give you guys my thoughts about it and show you what it has to offer, so to help you make that purchase decision. But before we begin, if you haven't already, please kindly hit on that subscribe button to join this awesome family and turn on your post notifications so you get alerted when I post a new video. Straight up, let's see what's inside the box. Okay, so opening the box, you're being welcomed with the phone itself with some essential specs on it. Next is the owner's warranty card. Moving on, you get a gift box that has a SIM ejector tool, an X Club leaflet, a film screen protector and a transparent silicone case. Right inside the box again, you're going to get a 10 watts charging brick that supports Infinix Supercharge, the earpiece, and lastly a micro USB charging cable, and that's pretty much it inside the box. Okay, so back to the device. I would say this is one of the best looking Infinix devices in most recent time. I like how it feels in the hand. There's a little bit of heft. It weighs about 195 grams and that's a little heavier than the regular Infinix S5, but not in a bad way. It feels well made, it feels compact and sturdy. The phone feels quite secure even in single-handed operation. The color I have here is called Violet and it just looks prettier. It is shiny and attractive. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It looks similar to the regular S5 when it comes to design, although both are made of plastic. It is not as big as the standard S5. It is solid and it brings that premium feel to a mid-range device. The downside with the device here is that it is a huge fingerprint magnet. On the right side of the device, we've got the power button and the volume rocker keys. To the left houses a dual nano SIM slot and a micro SD card slot. At the bottom, we've got a headphone jack, a microphone, a micro USB charging port and a speaker grill. On top houses a pop-up selfie camera. At the back houses a 3 camera setup with a 48 megapixels AI engraving, a dual flash, a fingerprint scanner and the Infinix branding. There is a large 6.53 IPS LCD that says goodbye to notches and punch hole, but rather offers bigger view and zero distractions. The screen is a 1080p resolution that looks bright, punchy and sharp enough for consuming media content. Watching YouTube videos is pleasing on this device. It gives you that immersive experience when playing games and watching videos. The display resolution is a 1080 by 2340 with a pixels density of 403, and I'll say I like the jump to a full HD plus display here. So the Infinix S5 Pro comes with a MediaTek Helio P35 octa-core CPU that is clocked at 2.3 GHz, 6GB of RAM, a 128GB of internal storage, a 4000 mAh battery, and what is running the show here is Android 10. Android 10 software is heavily skinned with Infinix latest custom skin, which they call Dolphin OS 6.0.1. It keeps on improving as new iteration comes out. My only gripe with the skin is bloatware. It comes bundled with so many bloatware, though some of them can be uninstalled. I would say having a cleaner user experience could have been much more pleasing. The overall user interface is further improved. It feels snappy and responsive to touch. Performance is not an issue at all. Playing games, browsing the web, social media and general multitasking perform very well. Anything you throw at it just flies. However, you might notice some occasional delay when you have too many background apps running. I would say this is a huge upgrade coming from the standard Infinix S5. The inbuilt speaker sounded decent, but since it has a down-firing speaker, you can accidentally block the sound during gameplay. Speaking of the speakers, here is what it sounds like. Okay, so the Infinix S5 Pro comes with a 4000 mAh battery, and for what I can say here is I am generally satisfied with the battery performance here. On basic use, it should be able to last for a day and a half if not more, and when it's time to juice it up, charging it with the included 10 watt charger took about 2 hours plus to charge from 0 to 100%. The rear mounted fingerprint scanner works effectively. It is fast and responsive. The face unlock feature is very effective too. However, it takes some seconds for it to pop up and recognize your face. It is not something I'll recommend you use most of the time because of the slight delay and also to extend the longevity of the motorized pop-up camera. So one of the safety measures Infinix added to the pop-up camera is auto retract. When you accidentally drop the device while the pop-up camera is active, it will automatically retract back inside. Okay, so I guess Infinix wanted to stay on top of their game with the introduction of a world's first 40 megapixels pop-up AI selfie camera. And judging from my testing, I would say it is a noteworthy feature. I am impressed with the selfie images here, especially if you switch to the 40 megapixels mode. As you would expect, the 40 megapixels images retain more details than the standard images, especially if you zoom in. You're going to get more details, but keep it in mind that the file size will also increase to at least 15 megabytes per image. I think it's a worthy trade-off for a more detailed image. Selfie portraits are okay, and I like the way it handles edge detection. Overall, I am impressed with the results of the selfie camera here. Okay, so moving on to the rear camera, we have a 48 megapixels main camera with a quad barrier filter. It is meant to shoot in bind 12 megapixels mode, and this is what you get as default output. We have a 2 megapixels depth camera and a QVGA camera for low light detection. Sadly, there is no ultra-wide camera, which would have been an awesome addition. The 48 megapixels camera saves 12 megapixels images by default, and the photos look good. There's enough detail, though not mind-blowing. Contrast is great and the colors are accurate. The noise seems pretty low in good lighting condition or bright sunny days, and the dynamic range is wide enough that it delivers decent HDR. The immediate boost comes in when you switch to the 48 megapixels mode. The image retains more detail than the standard 12 megapixels image. Portrait with its main 48 megapixel sensor and with the help of a 2 megapixel depth sensor appears decent. The photos is good most of the time and edge detection is acceptable. It is not the best that I've seen, but it gets the job done. The S5 Pro lacks night mode, but if you decide to take pictures at night, with the help of the included flashlight, you can get usable image. Hey guys, so this is a front-facing camera test on the Infinix S5 Pro. Okay, so it shoots video in 1080p resolution at 30 frames per second, and I think I like the skin tone here. What do you guys think? Do let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. All right. So in conclusion, I would say the Infinix S5 Pro is a good budget phone. While it is not the best device out there, it offers enough punch for hiccup-free gaming. It is a solid budget smartphone that offers great gaming experience. It is a device that I would recommend in a heartbeat. It is a beautiful device, it has a decent camera, it packs most of the features you want in a decent smartphone, and above all, performance is great. One of the things I wish the Infinix S5 Pro had is a USB Type-C instead of a micro USB and a super fast charger out of the box. I feel the 10 watts charger here is not enough, but it is still better than a 5-volt charger most phone comes with. Okay, so the Infinix S5 Pro is shaping out to be one of the best budget devices you can buy today. It comes in at 78,000 naira for the 4GB and 64GB variant, and 96,000 naira for the 6GB and 128GB variant. And that's pure value considering what it has to offer. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section below. What are the things you like about the Infinix S5 Pro? Like and share this video to help someone make a purchase decision, and thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye bye.